Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing well in your study. Children, today I am going to start lesson 5, that is from tasting to digesting. So children, observe the following pictures of some food items. Can you identify their taste? Okay, pancake, that is sweet in taste, lemon, that is sour in taste, finger chips, that is salty, and bitter gourd, as you already know that is bitter in taste. So let's have a focus on the contents that we are going to cover in this chapter. What is taste? The digestive system inside the mouth. Why should we brush our teeth? Inside the stomach, small intestine, large intestine, glucose drip. What makes our digestion upset? Healthy eating. And the last one, home assignments. So, first topic is what is taste? Children, before going to explain this topic, just do some activity. Close your eyes and ask your friend to put a pinch of either salt or sugar on your tongue. You can identify it by tasting it. Can't you? What is it that helps you to identify the taste of various food items? Yes, the tongue helps you to taste. When you bite on an apple, you are able to say if it is sour or sweet because the tongue helps you to taste it. The tongue has thousands of taste buds. These have nerve endings that carry messages to the brain. We can sense four types of taste: sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. Children, what do you do when you feel hungry? You open a packet of biscuit and put one in your mouth or bite upon an apple or any other food item. Your mouth begins to water. The food begins to get wet with the juice released in your mouth. You start chewing on the food unknowingly. Ultimately, you swallow the food once it has been chewed. What happens to the food after you eat it? The food that we eat is broken down into simpler form and absorbed by our body to release energy. This process is called digestion. Digestion is breaking down food into smaller pieces and simpler forms to release energy. So, our next topic is the digestive system. Children, our body has an organ system for the digestion of food. This is called the digestive system, as you see in the picture. It is made up of a number of organs with specific functions. These include mouth, esophagus, that is also known as food pipe, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. These organs form a passageway through the body called the digestive tract. Liver and pancreas are not a part of the digestive tract. They help in digestion by releasing a lot of digestive juices into the small intestine. I am going to explain more about the digestive system. Children, digestion of food involves biting, chewing, squeezing, and squashing of food pieces and then making those pieces dissolve in powerful juices secreted by the digestive system. The human digestive system consists of the gastrointestinal tract plus the accessory organs of digestion. Digestion involves the breakdown of food into smaller and smaller components until they can be absorbed and assimilated into the body. Our next topic is inside the mouth. Children, we have a variety of teeth to eat different types of food items. These teeth are first, incisors that help bite pieces from food. Canines that help food and tear food apart. Premolars and molars that help to chew food. Children, I am going to explain more about teeth. The teeth are the hardest substances in the human body. Besides being essential for chewing, the teeth play an important role in speech. Parts of the teeth include enamel, the hardest white outer part of the teeth. In our mouth, food needs to be held, bitten, cut, sliced, crushed, and ground into smaller pieces. All these actions put together are called chewing. The tongue helps us to taste food, that I already explained. It has thousands of taste buds through which we can sense four types of taste: sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. The taste buds are grouped together in different areas of the tongue. The chewed food mixes with saliva in the mouth, making it easy to swallow. Saliva makes the food wet and soft. The teeth help chew the food and break it into small pieces. Saliva is released into our mouth from hidden bags that called salivary glands. Our tongue also helps to mix and roll the food around in the mouth. Enzymes in saliva change food chemically. The chewed food is then pushed down the food pipe or esophagus and it reaches the stomach. Children, can you tell me why should we brush our teeth? Okay, I am going to tell you. Our next topic is why should we brush our teeth? Small pieces of food get stuck to the teeth when we eat. Germs settle down in the teeth and leave bad smell and harmful substances. Toffees, chocolates, other sticky and sweet things help germs grow in our teeth. If we don't brush our teeth regularly, these germs harm our teeth and cause tooth decay. Children, if you seem to get food stuck in your teeth all the time, there might be a cause. You could have a gap or a space between your teeth, or possibly a cavity that food is getting stuck in. Another possibility is periodontitis, which can cause pockets in the gums in which food can get caught. Our next topic is inside the stomach. Children, the stomach is like a mixer. The food is churned and digested here with the help of digestive juices secreted from stomach wall. The digestive juices contain enzymes that digest various substances in food. The juices include a powerful acid that not only helps in digestion but also kills any germs we have swallowed with the food. Our next topic is small intestine. From the stomach, the food passes into the small intestine. It is a long pipe where the food is digested completely. Here, more juices pour from the small intestine itself as well as liver and pancreas to further digest the food. Where liver secretes bile that helps digest fats and pancreas secretes pancreatic juice that help in digestion of food. Now the food is completely digested. The digested food is then absorbed by the blood and undigested food is sent to the large intestine. So our next topic is large intestine. All that remains now is water and solid waste. The water is absorbed back into the body here. The solid waste or feces is thrown out from the body through an opening called anus. Children, our next topic is glucose drip. Glucose. I hope you have already studied about glucose or you have heard about glucose. So can you tell me what is glucose? Okay, glucose is an instant source of energy. It is the most abundant monosaccharide, a subcategory of carbohydrates. Glucose is mainly made by plants and most algae during photosynthesis from water and carbon dioxide, using energy from sunlight, where it is used to make cellulose in cell walls, which is most abundant carbohydrate. Okay, its formula is C6H12O6. Children, when one gets dehydrated, one loses sugar and salts as well as water, hence he or she feels weak. A dehydrated person should not be given only water. This can dilute the already low level of minerals in the body and worsen the condition. Instead, he or she should have diluted fruit juice or oral rehydration solution. It is already known as ORS. Drinking a rehydration solution will enable one to re-establish the right balance of body fluids. The solution should contain a mixture of sugar and salts. You have seen at hospitals glucose drip is given. Sports persons are given glucose dissolved in water for instant energy. Children, you can make a glucose solution at home also. What you have to do? You have to take salt sugar solution. Take 6 level teaspoons of sugar and half teaspoon of salt dissolved in 1 liter of clean water. Stir well. Mix the correct amounts, for too much sugar can make the diarrhea worse. Too much salt can also be extremely harmful to the patient. Making the mixture a dilute little is not harmful. Take sips of the drink at regular intervals and you will feel better. Children, our next topic is what makes our digestion upset. You have already known, children, junk food refers to foods with limited nutritional value. It contains high level sugar or fat with the little protein, vitamins or minerals. Foods commonly considered junk foods include salted snacks, candy, sweets, desserts, fried fast food and sugary carbonated soft drinks. Eating such food in good amounts may make you fat and cause other diseases. When we eat breakfast at 7 am one morning and 11 am the next, your body becomes confused about when its next meal is coming. So, the time of day that we can eat can have a big impact on how our body processes food. We must eat a heavy breakfast to keep us energetic throughout the day. We should keep our dinner light. Our next topic is healthy eating. Children, we must follow healthy eating habit in our regular day. Healthy food and healthy food habits keep us healthy and hearty. Keep in mind the following. First, eat fresh food and do not let food get spoiled. Eat a balanced diet. Can you tell me, children, what is a balanced diet? Yes, a balanced diet contains all the nutrients, means protein, vitamins, carbohydrates, minerals, fats, all these nutrients in sufficient quantities as required by the body. Wash your hands before and after meals. Do not overeat. Do not eat too much of junk foods like chips and burgers. Eat food at regular intervals of time. Chew the food properly before swallowing. So children, I hope you have understood this chapter. If you have any problem, go through the book and go through the video and watch the video very carefully and read the chapter thoroughly. So it's time for some homework. Read the chapter thoroughly and underline the difficult words. Learn difficult words. Learn word wagon. What will happen if we do not chew our food properly? Children, listen very carefully. Find these answers and write in your rough copy. How will you help someone who is suffering from dehydration? And the last one, why can you not taste food properly when you have cold? So, thank you to all children. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you to all.